is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We are back at it here with another career mode series episode with Huddersfield Town AFC, and if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We are currently at 225 subscribers, almost said 225,000. That would be awesome, but we are at 225 on the road to 250, and keep up the work, guys. We are almost there, and thank you so much for helping the community grow. We've got a little bit of a cushion at the top of the table, and our last game before the opening of the transfer window, there are some moves that will be happening, and I'll be sure to show you guys once we play this game against Blackburn. One of them you already know, and that is Halik leaving the club. We've got Blackburn, we've got Coventry City, and then we've got a game against Accrington Stanley in the FA Cup to close things out in this episode today. So it's going to be a jam-packed one here. Let's go ahead and get into the game against Blackburn, and it will be Halik's last. We will be sure to play him, and in real life he has also departed the club as well, so it is only fitting that we play with him one more time in this series. But let's go ahead and get into it right now. Finds Cassidy on the finesse shot, and Cassidy, our boy, our best player, is able to slot that into the back of the net on the finesse shot. And what a shot it was. An absolute beauty to put us up 1-0 here at home in Halik's final game with the Terriers. You got the replay here. A lot of room there between the midfield and defense of Blackburn. And Cassidy is able to slot that past the keeper. Again, it is 1-0 here against Blackburn. 87th minute, we are looking to ice this thing away, and a nice steal there from Bentley, who then proceeds to give it away as he's about to go out on loan for the rest of the season to see if we can develop him and Nichols a little bit more. We've got 2 minutes of stoppage time left in this game. We are looking to hold on here for 3 points, and we are going to do so in Halik's final game with the Terriers. It was amazing to have him get us to this point, but it is time for us to move on from him. So let's go ahead to see what moves have happened, what players we brought in, and what players have left, and then we will get ready for the next game. Ton of movement here, getting ready for the transfer day. We've got a role update for Peters, but we've got some new players into the squad, as well as a few that have left. And Mayday, I actually really like that name. Mayday is in from Celtic. He's got relentless, he's got quick foot, or quick pace. He's got some pretty awesome play styles to be utilized, and we need a new starting left wing player. Getting him in there, I may need to change him to left mid for him to actually fit the team sheet, which that's no problem about it. We've got some other departures. We've got Bentley leaving on loan. We've got Halik leaving the squad, and a couple of other players that we got in from the youth academy have departed for some cash, for some transfers that we may make. I'm waiting on a few scouting changes at this point in time before we start making moves for some extra players in this deadline. So let's go ahead, get our training reviewed and ready to go as we get ready to play Coventry City and hopefully come away with 3 more points. Coventry with a chance here. Oof. What a way to get things started in this game by Coventry City. Hitting that one with some pretty solid finish on that one. Taking the 1-0 lead against us at home. Just a nice little sweet spot pass. Our defense were playing extremely deep, and on the volley effort, Matt Turner unable to get over, and we got to find a way to get back into this game. Washington on the ball. We're going to send Poku down the right-hand side. He's got to step on his defender. Back into Washington. Trying to get the effort on. He wins the header, but it's only as far as Casamu. We find it somehow back to Poku. Into Cassidy, who's got to let it fly. And that is a nice shot on target. The keeper with a crazy haircut. We're going to play this thing into Mayday with a decent first touch. He's all alone cutting in. Oh, and that was blocked. It wasn't going to be on target. Kind of a poor chance, but Coventry clear. Job. We're going to find Cassaday. Cassaday has some time and space. We're going to take it with Cassaday. And oh my goodness, this goalie is making some pretty crazy saves. We're going to go short to Mayday. Oh, that's a solid first touch. He's still on the ball. We find Casamu. Play this in towards Cassaday, trying to get a turn. Unable to do so, but the ball falls to Bellingham. Oh my goodness, that is so frustrating. Hack, we are running out of time in this game. We're going to send Washington. Not the best of balls played by Bellingham. Going to work this into Poku, who is also tired. We're going to find Casamu, who gets a nice step around the defender. And we're at least going to get a point out of this game. Coventry have been absolutely hogging the ball with this lead, and we have not been able to get it back. Some of our players are going to be dead tired for the next game, but it doesn't matter. We are at least getting a point out of it, and the Terrier faithful here at the Kirklees Stadium absolutely love it. A beautiful turn in by Cassaday, who beats his defender, slots that into the back of the net, and we are now tied 1-1 in this game. I'm assuming that's going to be the stoppage time whistle or the game whistle. He's going to let it play out a little bit, but that's all she wrote. We got it in the nick of time. We were looking at the bottom of the barrel, but at least we get a point out of this thing. So let's go ahead and continue on to the game against Accrington in the FA Cup and potentially more transfers. We have a transfer out of the club. It is going to be one of our youth players that we just signed for £970,000. Not a great deal. They're saying we could have gotten 1.3. I don't see how that was going to be possible. But he is out of the club, and that is more to the club that we can make some more moves. Mayday on the attack. We're going to get a fake shot. Nice play in towards Healy. And Healy is able to get on the board off of the beautiful play from our boy Mayday. Again, let me know if I'm completely butchering that name, but he is an absolute firecracker. On the left-hand side, a beautiful fake shot pass in towards Healy. And here in the FA Cup at the Kirklees Stadium, we find the 1-0 lead past the goalkeeper into the back of the net. And the boys love to see it. Healy on the attack. I see Mayday making a run down low. He's got a ton of speed on him. Cuts back to the middle. Finds Healy off the post. That wasn't really a pass towards Healy, but it found its way there. And Cassaday able to win that thing back. He's on the ball. We're going to find Healy into Bellingham, who's going to have a go. And an interesting run of play here. We're going to play this short to Poku. Into Casamu. That one's going to go wide, but we are playing great here against Accrington Stanley. Still up 1-0. Back. Casamu is going to send Harat. Can he put this game on ice? He cannot, but we do get a corner kick opportunity. We will play this short towards Talbot. And we're going to find Casamu. He's got a bit of time and space. That's going to be over the net for a goal kick, but we are just about out of time in this game. Not many chances. Accrington have played well, and their goalkeeper has played even better for them. As stoppage time is nearing, trying to go long ball action. Declan Talbot is going to come away with this thing. Only 2 minutes of stoppage time. We're going to send Evans. Evans is going to look for the cross towards Harat, who finds a way to keep that in. Declan Talbot trying to get the shot off, but it's not going to matter. And that is a victory in the FA Cup. So let's go ahead and get back to the main screen, see where things stand in the standings, and if any transfers do go through. And we do have a transfer here. It is going to be... Who was it? Oh, Cross was sold. He is another one of our academy players out the door for more financial backing towards the good. Trying to make a few more changes before the end of this season in hopes that it will get us back to the Premier League. We've done a good job of that so far. And most importantly, we now have a massive cushion in the championship finally 63 points versus Bournemouth's 55. Goal differential 31 to their 27. We are 23-3. They are 16-7-3. They have a lot more draws than we do. Rounding out the rest of the top 8, we've got Luton, Ipswich, Birmingham, Southampton, Sheffield United, and now Coventry City beating out Cardiff and Millwall right now by 1 point. Getting down to the bottom of the table, Derby, County, Bolton, and Swansea City, with Oxford United, Preston, QPR, Watford, and Bristol City on the outside of the relegation zone. So things looking good for us. We've gotten advanced through the 3rd round onto the 4th round of the FA Cup. In terms of the Carabao Cup, we are no longer in that as well. We don't need to hopefully worry about the playoff finals. And in terms of the Premier League, I do want to take a look and see where things are at in the Premier League with their standings and see who we could be replacing and who's at the top. Man City up on Newcastle by 1 point. Arsenal, Spurs in the Champions League spots. West Ham in the Europa League. Man U, Chelsea, Brighton. Let's see who's down in relegation. It is Leeds, Burnley, and Hull City. Only have 1 win on the year. So things looking good for us. The team is really coming together. We want to try to make a few more moves, maybe just one, before we get ready to end the transfer window. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, be sure to drop a thumbs up on it. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. But that's going to be it for this one, and we will go ahead and catch you guys in the next episode.